All right, so we've changed around some stuff. I redid all the menus, took the menus out, and changed it. So this is what I've got so far. So you got bookmarks, and pretty much it says, hey, you got to have a bookmark. So if you got one, you click it. If you don't, you click new and create a bookmark. We've got some choices here. Let's just go with some green fire. Yeah, sure. And choose boy or girl. Boy. All right, next. Well, we got our new bookmarks. We click on it. That error only shows up when I'm in editor. So that tells us we're on chapter 1. I've got to get it to actually add the bookmark to this page. We haven't done that yet. Um, my concern is it's going to override. It's going to go over the top of the writing. So that's going to be a bit of a issue. So I'm probably going to have a smaller bookmark that will fit right in that little border crease area. Be a smaller version of it. So we got information on the chapter, and of course, play the level. You can probably move the play level down here to the bottom center so you can play this chapter, change it to play chapter. You can actually play the chapter down here, and it'll have and that'll probably be go to a table of contents or something. And you can pretty much next through all the chapter information as you complete certain things and find things. New pages will open up, stuff like that. That button's a little high. Yeah, need to fix that. That's pretty much it. In play level, and of course, it'll load your level up, just like usual. It's a little slow in the editor, but trust me, it will work. So there we go. Changes that I made on here, mostly just cosmetic. You start out with the levels grayed out, or sketched out is what I call it. And then change the camera a little bit. It's a little bit more responsive, the character, and as you collect those crystals, those little knowledge fragments, the level will engage. So that's pretty much what I got there. Change the model on the keys a little bit. Just clean up mostly. Added some more texture to the so it's not just squares anymore. Now it's actually it's more rounded. And my wife was saying poison lasted too long, so I'm checking that out. It looks like it's working. It's only going to take one heart. And I got that extra heart there, so it should take less than a heart. No, the level hasn't changed though much. Yes, that's it. Boom. And we're not taking down anymore, so that's it. I have added some bridges. Let's see what else. Can't think of anything else really out of the. I mean, I've done little doodads here and there, but most of that's it. I've got to do a lot of level design, but right now I'm just working on the core mechanics, like the book itself. So, will that still go to chapter select? I don't know where that goes. Yeah, I didn't figure it'd go anywhere. It goes nowhere. Yeah, got some problems. That's because I never did take that out. Um, the actual menu there hasn't been updated yet, so quit would actually be the choice. Just quit the game. Chapter select should technically, I guess, that'd be UI pause. And if you choose chapter select, it should go to start. That's pretty much it. That's all that was. So now if we play it, and we go to chapter select, it should go back to the book. Yeah, there we go. I will have to go to build a chapter selection piece in here, but that's what I've got so far. So, just showing off, showing you guys what I got. I'm hoping to actually have this game released by the end of the year, but I don't think I'm going to make that target. There's still so much work to do, but I'm working on the book. and the book coding right now is quite a lot. I mean, Jesus. What is it? This one? It doesn't look so bad, but that's until you start breaking it down into its constituent components, and it just grows and grows in complexity. So you can only I'm trying to keep it really streamlined, all of the blueprints in here. And so far, I have not had to crack into any C++ code to do any of this. I've been able to do all of it pretty much through Blueprint, and fairly efficient too. So that's also pretty cool. So yeah, I'm working on it. It's gonna be a simple platform game, kind of harkening back to Metroid, Mega Man, Mario, Master Blaster, Blaster Master, whatever. Some of those older games, I'll probably reuse some of the concepts that they had in them, kind of as Easter eggs or things of that nature. But I'm working on a story because it is a book. I actually want this book to tell a story. So when you complete each chapter, it opens up more and more information on the actual chapter. I need to speed up the text, but it actually add more and more to it as you complete it, and as you complete more difficulty, and as you find secrets, it'll add pages to the book. And like this book right here wouldn't show up, but then when you finished it on easy mode or something like that, this page would show up and tell you a little bit more about the story. So to get the entire story, you have to find all the secrets, complete all the chapters on challenging difficulty. And in order to do that, we'll take multiple playthroughs. So that's kind of to add some replayability, because there's going to be like, it's a choose your own adventure type book. So as you make choices, it will branch off where you might not be able to get a key item that you would require to progress in a certain path. So you won't be able to do that path until you start the game again and do a new game plus, where you already have the items from that path and you can choose different paths the next time, and hopefully you choose the right paths to get the jump boots or whatever, and you're able to complete it. Because my goal is to have it to where you can complete it on a second playthrough if you pick all the correct paths. Go through all the right paths on the first playthrough, then go through all the right paths on the second playthrough. In theory, you should be able to complete the book. But I don't know if I'm going to have multiple endings, because I don't even have the story fleshed out yet. So that's a thing. But anyhow, yeah, biggest challenge that I've had so far is breaking down the book itself. This goes into kind of more details, but I had to building the book inside the designer is possible. See, I can actually add pages and ephemera and stuff like that. But the best way to do this is to build levels. And as I build a level, this is the actual data table for the levels. As I build said level, I can put the main page and all the information and how that main page changes depending on easy, normal, or challenging mode. Then I can add pages in, and pages can have a difficulty. So that's kind of a bar for that page to show up. Is if we haven't done normal difficulty, then it won't show up. I can give you an example of that. Let's just set that one to challenging. So page, I think this is 12. No, this is page 10 won't show up, or page 11 won't show up, but page 12 will, which will now be page 11. It says should be 12, but that will be page 11 now, because page 10 will not show up because we have not completed challenging mode, if this is all correct. So I can basically put all the pages and all the gadgets and doodads, which you won't be able to see yet, which is pretty cool. Like I can have pictures attached to the pages and stuff like that, kind of like a scrapbook. But these things won't show up if they don't meet the discovery qualifier here. So if they haven't found a specific discovery, then this one will never show up, and I can set it to where it is on the page and everything. And the cool thing about this is it's kept in like a table. It's like a database. So when it loads the game, every time it loads the game, or you load your slot, your save, it'll load the book from this table, and I don't have to design it manually. I can just add these pages in and say, hey, This requires you to be on level 1, challenging, and it knows what pages to put them in. So now that we made that save, that change, we should no longer see page 11 as it was. Page 11 will now be page 12, which would be right here in theory. See? Now we got page 12 here. Unfortunately, since page 12, that's something I'm going to have to work out. Since page 12 is a secondary or right-hand page, then it's got a previous page button that would normally have showed up, or a back button, but you can't see it. So I'm going to have to make a note to myself. Back button on alternate pages. Button on pages. Depending on hand. Let's just say hand. Yeah, so now it's an odd numbered page. So for some reason, my button, you can hear it. The button is on the other side of this page. See, I can actually probably click it. Yeah. And we go back to pages that aren't written. So that's a thing. That button is actually a problem. So going back to what I said, you know, this is on the level blueprint. So, or this little level database. So I can drill down in here, find my first page that I set to challenging, set that back to none. My second page for this chapter has a button right there, and it is not set to a specific page, so it should be going on the current page, which it did, but it was on the opposite side of the page. And I'm not sure how I'm going to remedy that just yet. Yeah, I'm really not sure how I'm going to, I'll have to dig into where it is. But anyhow, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm working on. Pretty exciting stuff. Looks good, I think. Looks pretty good. It's going to be kind of pro looking. I got to work on sounds, artwork, things of that nature. There's still a lot to do. But yeah, it's a little pet project of mine. My kids are loving it. They're playing, they love playing the, they call it the running game. And they play that first level over and over and over. They're asking me to make more levels, but I'm trying to get these core mechanics done, like fixing that button on the page thing. So yeah, and that's it. That is the game. That's the book right there, physically. That's the book, and my maps are the levels. And I only have 2 levels currently. I have 1 and 2, and 2's not even built up. And a lot of this is just old stuff from what I was doing before. So it's pretty interesting. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Hopefully I can get you guys to play it, and maybe as a demo, or maybe I just make you pay. I don't know. I'm going to put it for like $2 on Steam. So I don't think it's going to be any sweat off my balls if you guys have to pay. But I'm not trying to be a Scrooge or anything like that. It's just, it's more sales. It'll show more, and I can get you guys to actually comment on it and say how you loved it or didn't love it or hated it or whatever. So anyhow, blah blah. Back to work. You guys take care.